Hi sewing friends, my name is Elisa and this is my channel, My Superpower. Today I'm wearing a coat inside, as you can see. I'm just so proud of it. This is the Forester coat by Twig Tale, and this was the first coat I've ever made. My initial plan was to make the pixie coat and then make a nestle down add-on. But at the time, the pixie coat wasn't available in the upgraded size range, and now it is. But I had already started, I had decided I would go with the Forester coat instead and use the nestle down add-on. I had already cut my fabric, so that's why I stick to it even after the release or the re-release of the pixie coat. So it took me quite some time to finish this coat, but in all honesty, it's not difficult at all. It was the first time I made a coat, so I was dreading. I was afraid of this task, but it wasn't difficult at all. It just took me a long time because of life and pregnancy and getting sick in between and lots of things that were going on. But it's not difficult if you commit to it, if you can commit to it. So the only thing is, because it's a coat, there are several more steps than what I'm usually used to if I'm making a simple top or if I'm making pull-up pants. But it's nothing out of the ordinary. I think that of course there are different skill levels in sewing, but I think the main thing is you have to, if you want to tackle something that seems more difficult to you, most of the time I think it's just getting in the mindset that you won't be finished in 10 steps. Maybe you need 20 or 30 if it's something very elaborate with lots of small little steps, and you have to pause and press after every seam, so it takes time, but I wouldn't say this was difficult at all. Twig Tale also has videos to guide you along when you're sewing their patterns, and every time I had a bit of difficulty understanding what to do by just following the ebook. I looked at the videos. That was the case, for example, when I was attaching the wind flap, the videos help you quite a lot. So overall, I've said it already, I love this coat. This has been my uniform in pregnancy. I've been wearing this coat almost every day. I made a size N. That's the biggest size available. I kind of knew it would be a bit too big going by the finished garment measurements. But I didn't have time, or I was too lazy. I didn't want to make a muslin, so I decided to just go for it. And I was in this mindset, if it doesn't fit me at all, it will be a good practice, and then I will just give it to someone, give it away as a present or something like that. So it will fit someone, even if it doesn't fit me. So I was very relaxed, so to say. I made size N, as I told you. I'm going to stand up to show you. It's quite loose, but I like it. I don't like to be restricted, especially in this phase with a growing belly. So it's a bit bigger than I would usually in regular life use. But for pregnancy purposes or for maternity usage, I think it's perfect. It's not, the shoulders are maybe, I don't know, 1 centimeter too wide the sleeves. If I went down a size, I think it would be better, but as I said, I was trying to get it done as quickly as possible because I desperately needed a good, a warm, good warm coat for the last few months. So let me stand up. This is what my coat looks like, my Forester coat. It was a first for me, first time making a coat, first time making a wind flap, first time using or installing a separating zipper, first time applying snaps here, also on the hood there are snaps, hope you can see them. The coat has cuffs on the sleeves, and I use this very, very beautiful buttons for it. It also has buttons here in the back. I use two for the belt. Overall, I'm very pleased with the jacket. Let me show you the hood. There are a couple of things that I would do differently next time. So, for example, I like where the sleeves hit. I shorten them by 4.5 centimeters. And afterwards, I realized that was a mistake. For regular everyday wear, the sleeves fit perfectly, but I usually ride my bike every day to work and to do my errands and so. And if I'm riding the bike, as you can see, the sleeves become a bit shorter. So for that reason only, I shouldn't have shortened the sleeves, but it's okay. Another thing I would change for the future is I would make the coat maybe 5 centimeters longer. I would like for it to hit me a little further below, but the belly takes a bit of space also, and that's why it comes a bit up. But I think 5 centimeters longer would be best for me. What else? Let me show you the fabric up close. The color isn't showing as it should in the video. This is a army green, and the material is a wool blend. I bought this fabric at the last fabric market I attended. It is a few months ago here in my city. And for the lining, this is new, but the lining is not new. The lining is an upcycle. For the lining, I used a thrifted children's bed sheet. And because it was small size for children's bed, I didn't have enough for the bodice and the sleeves, so the sleeves are the lining sleeves are in another fabric that I had in my stash. And for the hood, I had so little fabric left that, as you can see here, there are a lot of seams here because I had to piece this all together. Here's a seam, and here's another seam, and here's another seam. And it doesn't bother me. I think only we sewists see these things. There are two things that I forgot to make. One is one that I almost always forget, and that is to add a label, a handmade or made by me label. I often forget that. And the second one is very important. In this case, I forgot to sew in a loop, some kind of fabric loop to hang my coat. I only noticed it when I was done and I wanted to hang my coat, and I did so by hanging it by the hood. And of course, because the fabric I use is kind of heavy, the straps aren't sturdy enough to hold the whole weight of the coat. So it came, the snaps opened, or the coat and the hood detached. So that is very important if you're using a heavy fabric for your coat, for your forester coat. And I would suggest that you attach it when you are joining together the collar and the bodice of the lining, so it's encased in that seam. So of course I can open this seam and insert a loop and sew it together, but yeah, I should have thought of that ahead of time. So don't do it like me. Overall, I'm very happy with my first coat, the Forester coat. I would definitely recommend this pattern for a beginner. The ebook guides you along. If you have any trouble, you can follow the video tutorials that are provided by Twig Tale. They have also a Facebook group, and they're very, very helpful. I found it particularly helpful when I was trying to figure out the material I was going to use for my coat. Lots of great tips there. Very helpful people, very nice and helpful people. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed my review. If you have any questions, leave them below. I will see you in the next video, where I will hopefully have done the nestle down add-on and show you how it looks with a little baby inside. I wish you all a wonderful day. See you soon. Bye.